Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Kleisner. I am so blessed to be the lead pastor here at First United Methodist Church of Rhinelander. Over the past several years, we have been part of the MCCI initiative, which stands for Missional Church Consultative Initiative. And during this 2-year process, we have been discovering where our gifts and graces lie. We were discovering where our strengths are as well as our weaknesses. As a pastor, I have been through a year's worth of training. And we have met together as a church in which we were interviewed and we shared our own hopes and dreams for this faith community. Now, July 28th, we're going to vote as a church at our church conference after worship on the 5 prescriptions that were given to us by the MCCI team. And your voice and your vote is important to us. Let me have an opportunity to read for you those prescriptions. The first prescription is the art of invitation to serve. What that means is that we are going to have training to expand the volunteer work of our church to get more people connected and involved in the life of our faith community, that we can extend the gospel message outside our 4 walls. It is also an opportunity to bring new leadership into the life of the church so people don't have to get burned out. So in that prescription, the conference here at the Wisconsin Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church will send us people who will help train to bring in new volunteers. The next prescription is about telling our story. We have a wonderful faith community. We have a dynamic church, and we want people to hear our story, what we're about. And in that time, this prescription is going to allow us to reach out beyond our walls again, to tell other people who we are, and to invite them to come into our faith community to share in its excitement and in its calling to be the eyes, hands, feet of Jesus in our world. We are to grow generous givers. That is our third prescription. How can we help our church grow in its stewardship and in its financial giving? And so we need you to share the very best of what God has given you in service for His kingdom. So part of that third prescription is discovering how we can expand our stewardship and deepen our faithfulness to Christ. Our fourth is connecting with our neighbors. Our church is a neighborhood church. And we have many people around this 1-mile radius who don't know what it means to be part of a loving and trusting and compassionate faith community. We have a number of people in the hundreds, maybe thousands, that are in need of God's healing touch. And I believe that we as a faith community can be that. So part of what we seek to do is to connect with our neighbors. We've already been doing that. But I believe God is going to lead us to do even greater things. So we're going to receive training to help us as a faith community connect with our neighbors, with our community. And then finally is our Wednesday night meal. We have called it in the past Everyone Come Night. And we want to build upon that and maybe even actually change the name to Dinner Church. Because anytime you can gather and bring in together people to share in a meal, to share in fellowship, to share in prayer, we are in an act of worship. And so we're going to discover ways that we can build upon our Wednesday program and make it an opportunity for all of us to deepen our faith as well as our fellowship. Those are the 5 prescriptions that were given to us. But in order for those to go forward, we need to have a 75% or greater yes vote at our church a meeting after worship, again on July 28th, on Sunday. Worship is at 9:30, but immediately after worship, we're going to just stay in our pews, and the Reverend Scott Carlson will lead us with asking us this one question: if we approve those prescriptions. And if we do, with a number 75% or greater, in terms of yes, we're going to be on a new and exciting path that's going to help our faith community to grow and to thrive. And we want you to be a part of that dream, that story of what we can truly become as First United Methodist Church of Rhinelander. So please, if you have any cares or concerns, or if you want to have some clarifications, please call the church office. You can talk to Lori Cortaba or me, Mark Kleisner, and we hope that we can answer some of your profound questions about this. It's not going to cost us any money. You know, if there is any cost that's going to incur, it's going to be because that we want to invest in the life of this church, in developing programs and projects. That's going to help us to be engaged in our community in a meaningful way. I'm excited about this. I'm excited for you as a friend and member of First United Methodist Church of Rhinelander. Now, with this vote, only members of the church can vote yes or no. And there's not going to be any discussion. We've actually gone through a process of talking about this in our town hall meetings and talking about the prescriptions. But you can still have an opportunity, if you have questions before the meeting, to talk to us. And we will be happy to answer any questions that you have. So God's richest blessings to you. And my prayers for you this rest of the summer is that you can reconnect with your loved ones, with families, but with this faith community. So God's blessings to you. Thank you for listening.